Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's racing show is sponsored by Shadrack Construction, Dan Henning Microsport and Cage Part Wings, and Brody Manning Motorsports. So let's get these drivers ready to fire these engines up because tonight on the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube, we have with us Clayton Hofteig. How's it going, Clayton?
Pretty good.
Good. Okay. So, Clayton, am I saying your last name right, first of all?
Say it again. Say my last name
Clayton
again.
Hof Clayton Hofteig?
Say Hofteig.
Hofteig. Okay.
There
Clayton
you go. Yeah.
Hofteig. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Clayton, let's talk about your racing career. How did you end up in this awesome sport?
So my dad raced when he was like 12 from until like about 2014, I think. So I just got into racing when I was f 4 or 5. So
Okay. Looking back on when you started out, were you a little bit scared a little bit when you got in the race car?
I don't think I really was too scared when I was first getting into the race car just because I was 4 or 5. So I didn't know what I was really doing. So
Okay. So, Clayton, okay. What's it like to be a race car driver?
I think it's fun to be a race car driver because you're always with the speed. Um, it's a unique sport. Not many people do it, so I think it's cool.
Okay. Okay. How fast does your race car go?
Currently, the fastest I've went is 83 miles an hour. So,
Okay. 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 So, Clayton, let's talk about your racing number. Where did that come from?
so if you've ever heard of the guy Jeep Van Wormer, he had a spider on his
Nope.
car when I was 4, when I was at
Okay.
Eldora, and his number was 55. I just, for some reason,
Okay.
really liked the spider, so I went with 55.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So, Clayton, okay. What's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
I think an awesome day at the racetrack is clean sweeping the entire like day, winning heat race, winning the feature, all of that. So,
Okay.
not having many
Okay.
problems.
Okay. So, what classes do you race, Clayton?
Right now, I'm just doing the A-class micro, non-wing and winged. So,
Oh, okay. Okay. So, which do you prefer best, the non-wing or the wing
I like
when
the
you're out there?
wing because it's a lot easier to drive versus the non-wing, which is very loose. So,
Okay. Okay. So, Clayton, what is your home track you race on?
it's either it's in between like Princeton and Ogilvy is basically what our two home tracks are really. So
Okay. Okay. So, Clayton, what is your favorite tracks that you've raced on?
right now, I think it's Ogilvy because that was where I got my first like micro win, and then as well as Thunder Hill because it's wide open as a very small track, so it's just really fun.
Okay. Okay. So, what's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you then?
Um, Finishing the car so you don't have to work on it for the rest of the week, really.
Okay. Okay. So, Clayton, okay, what's your least favorite track you've raced on?
Um, I think it's Princeton because it's a weird track, but they're updating it, so I think it might be a lot better. So.
Okay. Do you have any big racing events on your calendar you're looking forward to racing in this year?
This track called Beaver Dam in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It's like 6 hours away,
Okay.
but I've never been
Okay.
to it, and it looks really fun.
Okay. Are you planning on racing the Tulsa Shootout this year?
We don't know if we're gonna do that because we don't know if we're gonna stay in the micro next year, so who knows?
Okay. Already. Already. So, what have you learned from micro racing and throughout your racing career?
Well, the micro, it really helps with like the car. If the car is very loose, you know when it is loose and how hard to not push it or push it versus like with a go-kart, they're fairly hard to tell if it's loose or tight, so.
Okay. So, Clayton, when it comes down to, making changes to your cart, who do you have on your racing crew?
Do you mean like your crew members or
Yes, 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 your crew members, yes.
um it's mainly just my dad and like sometimes
Okay,
a friend if I bring them with.
Okay, okay. So Clayton, what's it like to be a race car driver and win races like yourself?
Um, I think it's nice to be a race car driver and win, because as you can tell, there's a check up there that has $1,000, and I get 30% of each win, so it's nice.
Yeah.
So just the money's very nice. You don't make
Okay,
profit off
okay.
of racing.
Alrighty. So Clayton, when it comes to winning races, how do you celebrate your victories?
Um, Normally stopping at Quick Trip on the way home and like getting dessert, basically, or like an ice cream or
Oh,
something.
okay, very cool, very cool. So, as a race car driver, do you like the fans coming up and talking to you and stuff like that?
I do, and sometimes I don't because I'm very shy. So
Okay.
yeah.
So Clayton, um, who is your racing hero? Who do you look up to as a race car driver?
Um, I would say probably Kyle Larson or Bobby Pierce.
Have you met both of those guys?
I've met Bobby Pierce. I have not met Kyle Larson.
Okay. So Clayton, do you have a racing nickname?
That I do not.
That's something as a race car driver we have to work on for you because a lot of race car
Yeah.
drivers have racing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So Clayton, okay. So does racing ever get stressful for you?
I think it gets stressful when you don't have your car like ready and you're right about to go out, and then you somehow miraculously get all your stuff done right before you go out. That's probably the most stressful thing.
Okay. So Clayton, have you had some pretty crazy things happen to you on the racetrack that you'd like to share with us?
Um, Last year I was one of my last go-kart races. I It was the start of the race, like first lap. I think it was like 10 cars got wrecked, and I was one of them that barrel rolled down the front stretch. So
Ooh,
this is only
did you
like
get
two
hurt at
flips, so it
all?
wasn't super. That somehow I did not.
Okay, okay, okay. All righty. So Clayton, um, you're looking forward to Beaver Dam. So what's it like to race at Beaver Dam?
I haven't been there yet, so I supposedly it's we're racing on the big track and the little track there, so it's with the World of Outlaws. So
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. So Clayton, I'm going to go ahead and do something pretty spectacular for you. Going to go and throw the mic over to you. I do this for my guests, and I always have them, if they would like to, ask some questions to me if you'd like.
I don't think I actually want to ask any questions. I'm pretty good.
You're pretty good, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite drink to drink? Because I see you're drinking a can of something there.
Bubbler, it's amazing, and same with like Celsius and Victory Fuel.
Okay,
So
okay, okay. Very cool, very cool. But Clayton, yes, thank you very much for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us about your
yeah.
racing career. What are some of your big dreams you have as that you want to accomplish as a race car driver?
I would like to be a NASCAR driver when I'm older, or be like a crew chief for NASCAR. So
Okay. Would you ever consider being an IndyCar driver?
I would, besides for the like how bad I've seen some of the wrecks, but it looks like fun.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'd love to see you race the Indy 500. That's a pretty big race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Clayton, thank you very much for being on a racing show again. Also, do you have a racing page racing fans can follow you on?
We have Hofteig Racing on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I don't think we have Twitter anymore. So,
Okay. And who do you have for sponsors for your racing team?
there's gonna be I can't remember most or like all of them, but Sabre Plumbing, Heating and Air, Heartland Auto, Aegis Complete Automotive, Victory Fuel, um, um, I can't think. Um, I already said that. Um, Cowboy Jacks, yeah, RPM Graphics, Kane Designs, Bryant, Moen, a bunch of others too.
Okay. And which state are you out of, Clayton?
City, Elk River,
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Elk River, Minnesota, home of the great Craig Delansky.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, Clayton, are you presently looking for sponsors also? More sponsors.
Yes, we would always love more sponsors.
So, ladies and gentlemen, go hit up Hofteig Racing on Facebook because they'd appreciate the sponsorship on Clayton's race car as he gets further into his
Hmm.
racing career. And he'd also appreciate having some new fans also. But,
Yeah.
Clayton, thank you very much again for being on our racing show, talking to us about your racing career. I'm looking
Hmm.
forward to seeing the results on Facebook. Definitely, when this comes out to YouTube, you can share it out with your fans and your friends and everything else. But thank you again. I'm Clayton. I will call you in a little bit to thank you in person, and I will have you step out right now. Okay?
Yeah. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Can I have? Oh, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Clayton Hofteig Racing. Definitely get a hold of Clayton because Clayton again would appreciate the sponsorship and the fans helping him out with his racing career. But ladies and gentlemen, nothing really new right now racing wise. But with that being said, if you guys would like to sponsor a racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call or text us at 712-209-7138. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube.